In this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips to write a good artist biography. What's up, guys? Brandon here from KDMR Music, the channel making you a more successful musician. If you're new around here, we do videos every week about music marketing, music strategy, and I also give you tips and tricks to help you out when you're doing things like crafting a bio in videos just like this one. So if you're interested in that type of content, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our content. Now, one thing that's kind of been lost in the social media age is the art of the bio. And I say that because websites used to be a lot more popular than they are right now. And so people would, when they're creating their website, like, oh, I got to have a bio to go on the website. Well, now that we are introduced to people through social media most of the time, a lot of artists don't think twice about their bio. And that's a mistake because you are still going to need a good bio when it's time to pitch yourself to gatekeepers in the music industry, whether that's to booking agents, show promoters, or even for bigger scale opportunities and things with brands, right? So to help with that, I'm going to give you 3 tips so that when you craft your bio, it's engaging and it actually is effective at getting you the top placements that you're looking for and getting you favor with these decision makers in the music industry. Now, the first rule of an artist bio is to focus on storytelling. A lot of people make the mistake of having really, really long bios and they kind of read like a resume almost. And you kind of put every piece of information about every big concert you've ever done or what it was like when you made your first album. And you put so much in there, it almost reads like an obituary. And it's like, gosh, this is boring and it's long. Instead of thinking of your bio as a list of accomplishments, I want you to think of it as a story and make sure you're only putting details in that actually further the story, right? Maybe tell a little bit about what inspired you to make music. Maybe tell a little bit about what inspired your first album. But from then, let's talk about your career trajectory. Your first album opened what doors? You've played shows for how many people? Things like that. Those are things that are good to include in your bio because they tell the full story of not only what inspired you, but how your career is going to date. And you want to make sure you see forward progression with everything that's included. So, tip number 1 is to focus on storytelling. Tip number 2 is to just be engaging. Again, kind of piggybacking off that last point, people make their bios so boring. It's like, I went to Johns Hopkins, and then I went to Berkeley, and then I found a guitar, and then I made an album. And if you're bored, right, imagine the people that have to read bios for a living, right, to sort through which artists they're going to give opportunities to. You don't want to be in that boat. You do not want someone to read your bio and think it's boring. So my tip is to be engaging. Make sure it sounds exciting, right? Frame yourself as the hero of the story and don't let up until that story's over. And when they're finished reading that bio, it should leave them wanting more. Like, wow, I really want to know more about this guy. That's the goal of a bio. So rule number 1, focus on storytelling. Rule number 2, be engaging. And rule number 3, be brief. Now, there are short form bios and long form bios, and you're going to need a combination of both, right? You're going to need short form bios to help with maybe podcast interviews and things like that, quick pitches, right? You need a short form bio that people can read to their audiences about you. And you'll also need that long form bio to tell a more complete story, perhaps when you're pitching for more serious projects. But you don't want your bio to just rehash every detail of your life. Again, you only want to focus on the points of the story that make sense and move the story forward. So your bio needs to be brief. Think about it. These people that you're pitching to, booking agents, publicists, managers, these are people that read bios for a living. They read them every day, day in and day out, so that they can decide who's getting these opportunities. So you don't want yours to be super long. If someone looks at your bio and it's just this big block of text, Your chances are slim, man. They're very slim. Keep your bio brief and make sure it's well formatted into paragraphs so that when I look at it or when someone looks at it, it doesn't look like something that's overwhelming. You want it to look engaging. You want it to look easy to read, and you don't want to take more time than you need to tell your story. So, those are my 3 tips for crafting a good artist bio. I've got way more tips. So, if you're looking to pitch your music to places, if you're looking for tips on networking, then you should join our group coaching program. It's called Master Music Marketing, how to get your music to your fans the right way. We go through everything from setting up your sales channel, making sure your music is registered for all the proper royalties. We talk about setting up your website. We talk about what to do on social media. I teach you how to run Facebook ads. I mean, literally everything you need to know to start building your own fan base that actually pays you to make music for a living is in this program. So you can go to mastermusicmarketing.com or follow the link in the description of this video and join the program. It's less than $100. You can get started today for as little as $25. Super affordable because I want you to succeed. So check out the link in the description of this video, mastermusicmarketing.com. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment letting me know, what was the last time you crafted your bio? What's the feedback you've gotten on it? I want to hear about it in the comments below. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Until then, be safe, be well, keep dreaming, and work hard to make those music business dreams your reality. I'm out. Peace.